This is Jump and Shoot, and we are actually caught up with my personal file down here. 2 hours more than usual. Also, this is Jump and Shoot playing. I should have prepared more for the Hurricane Hillary that's happening down over there by lower, mostly pretty lower Southern California. Like, I'm actually very inward, but it is very rainy in the landmass over here. I know that downtown San Diego is very close to the water, so they're probably going through it down there. I've been getting flash flood warnings for like the past hour and a half. The streets that are normally flooded are probably super flooded by now. What else? So, I think I've come around on Disney Mirrorverse. It's starting to piss me off already. Like, it's very easy to level up a character, but you also have to increase their rank, add items, upgrade their skills. It's like, it's just, and you need, each thing needs a different material. And you have to, like, farm them by playing, like, dailies and just... God, I don't... It's always the same thing. Like, oh, play this, play the attribute grinding thing. Like, there's always, like, power, speed, magic, agility, range, range, melee, whatever it is. Like, even Pokemon managed to, like, have that, like, oh, they're a striker type, so they need the striker materials, or they're a healer type, they need the healer materials. Like, and then there's just, like, stages where you can only beat, like, the first one, and if you really want to grind out and get them all faster, like, you need stronger units, but then by the time you have the stronger units, you don't need to do those anymore, so it's just, like, it's a stupid cycle of bullshit. Head for the docks. Am I supposed to go to the docks? I don't remember. But, I am looking at the new designs of other characters that have been added lately. I didn't know Wally and Eve were in the game. I didn't know Dory was in the game. I didn't know... God damn it. From Inside Out, like... The emotion anger, specifically anger, is in the game. There's a crazy design of Kermit the Frog, and I kind of just want to see more of this. Just like picking weird ass choices to make for like a fantasy warrior game. The one that pisses me off the most actually is the Dwayne the Rock Johnson character from Jungle Cruise. Like, well, his name is like Frank Wolf. He's just a guy with a vine for an arm. I'm like, this isn't a character. Jungle Cruise was what, another one of their the ride as a movies or movies based on a ride. It's like, and I don't see that guy as a character, like, at all. He's like, he's not even an honorary Disney character. I don't give a shit about him. Board the Solar Sailor. Am I supposed to go that way? Say, I think Riku... I keep saying Riku like Riku. I think Riku... Okay, neither of them can go that way. So we need to go this way. But yeah, it's... Every time I turn on the game, it's asking me, oh, do you want to buy the special pro beginner special trainee booster pack, which just comes with like items? It's almost like $2.99, $4.99. They're just kind of... And then it's getting to the point where I open that game and I get asked like 3 times if I want to buy something. Like, I don't. It's just hide all the microtransaction shit. Like, I don't care. And it's actually like pretty predatory to just put them in your face, like, while you're trying to navigate the menu. It's so annoying. Another thing is, there is the game is designed for like a kind of autoplay, so you can just like hit auto during the battle, and it's a game where you kind of hack and slash and use abilities and dodge and stuff, but there's just an auto button where they all just like run in and just like it just becomes a visual clusterfuck. And it's like, okay, so they don't actually want you to play. It, because you just go in there and like I'm reminded of like other games where you could set it to auto, like Pokemon Master, or ones that I would played. Pokemon, oh god, Pokemon Masters, Fire Emblem, I forgot what it's called, Fire Emblem Heroes, and what else? God damn it, dude. So the ones I've played that have autoplay are Pokemon Masters, Kingdom Hearts Uncux X, and Fire Emblem Heroes. And like those, it gets to the point where like it's the way the kind of game it is. It's just really just you turn on the app, all you do is collect the login bonuses and like other materials, and then you turn it off when you're done playing. It's like they took out the game part of it, or they bothered to put in like a game part, and then they just make it so that you actually don't have to play that part. Like, this is stupid. So yeah, like a long time ago, that's why I said I appreciate, God, fuck off. That's why I appreciate games like, it's a lot of the half-brick games I've noticed. Jetpack Joyride, Fruit Ninja, even ones like Temple Run, or maybe like the Sonic Dash game, like they actually require input in order to play, and it's not like super skill based. It's just, you know, simple interactivity. It's not just, oh, you don't have to press a damn thing because you set the game to auto. Like, I kind of hate that. Like, if that's what mobile games are gonna be, then mobile games are shit. Sorry. I'm just pressing the same button hoping that it gives me what I need to have. Boom. Boom, baby. So, I'm trying to just play the story missions, because I can't do any of the other stuff. This is a lot of chests for just this spot. I hope it's something cool. Balloonra. Oh yeah, Balloonra is good. I think we could do without another Blizzard. I'm gonna take off Thunder, actually. Thunder is not safe to use. No, actually, well, it's at least the second level. No, but it still sucks. Balloonra. This one is good. Wait, I need to put on something. Oh, he actually doesn't have anything. Oh, well. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit a wall and then be frustrated when I can't upgrade any of the characters again. And then uninstall the app. Just, it's the same shit. What do you... People who defend mobile games, how do you not get sick of that shit? And it's, you just, all you do is pick another mobile game that waste your time. And just, the thing is, games where you actually play, or you, fuck off, where you actually do input, those tend to respect your time more. I feel like mobile games that were, it's just about like collecting dailies and doing this and like slowly upgrading everybody over time. I feel like those games don't respect your time. They just want you to log in and collect things, like, and that's it. It's so stupid. Anyway, speaking of Tron, this is the Tron world. Tron is in the game in Disney Mirrorverse, but they don't. Whatever the design is, they don't show his face for some reason, and I'm noticing they're trying to like not show his face in anything attached to the name Tron. They try to not use the character as much as they can, which I think is really weird. And the closest thing I can think of that actually like focuses, or maybe it was at least had Tron be part of the story, was Tron Uprising, where it's basically Batman Beyond. I've said this before, but there's a new guy, Beck, who trains under Tron so he can help rebel against Clue during the time when he's about to take over. Let's turn into a thing. But you can see Tron's face. Like, he's designed by the same guy who did this like Justice League short with Wonder Woman and Vixen? I don't know, they're really tall and lanky. I forgot their name, but they also did a Love, Death, and Robots episode where it's a pretty famous one. It's like, I think it's called Blue, where it's about an android who is, or it's about well, I spoiled it, but it's about an artist who's like a really well-known digital artist in the future, and he just makes this picture. His most recent piece is just a blue square. Like, this guy makes like monumental project, and his new project is just a blue square. But it's the same artist as that story, and I'm pretty sure, or at least all of the designs are. But yeah, Tron is in the focus in there at least. But in Tron Evolution, the PS3 era game, I don't think he's in it at all. It's about a guy named Anon who's just solving mysteries in the grid. And now with that Tron point and click like dialogue game, it seems like he's not gonna be the focus of it either. So I'm just like, why are they keep making Tron products without putting Tron in it, the actual character? And I feel like with the actual character, they may have gone a little bit too far with it, because basically Tron gets corrupted in Tron Legacy, and he's not Tron anymore. So I don't know how they intend to like get him back to being that, so that he can go back to being the focus of, you know, the series. But that's where we're at in Tron Zone. But anyway, today I was going to talk about revisiting, speaking of Disney. It'd be so cool if Wreck-It Ralph was a character in... Okay, the ones I actually want for Disney Mirrorverse are Wreck-It Ralph and Darkwing Duck. Those would actually be sick characters to have. Because I know Baloo is in it, but he's the Tailspin Baloo version. But anyway, I digress. I was talking about Wreck-It Ralph and how I rewatched the sequels. The first movie holds up really well. Because I watched a top 10 Disney movies video, and I was disagreeing with this guy because he was saying that Wreck-It Ralph 1 is great because you really see Ralph and Penelope's like parent-child relationship, and I was like, what the fuck? That's weird. At first, I changed my mind on it now since rewatching it, but it's more like Ralph kind of looks down to her in like a respectful way. Oh, like, you know, at the end of the movie, he says, "If that little kid likes me, then how bad can I be?" Like, when he gets along with her, it gives him reassurance, like, "Hey, I must not be a bad guy. If you know, if I can make this." If I can be nice to this kid, you know, and that's what the thing. He sees her as a kid, and the mystery in it is okay, even though it's like kind of predictable. That's fine. I actually like the twist. I don't care if it was like you could see it coming or not. A lot of the video game references are good. They're not as like super subtle. In fact, I like that about it. They're fun to like find and look at, which is weird because I don't like the Chippendale movie, because that's like everything media, where the Wreck-It Ralph movies are, the first one anyway, is supposed to be about like video games. It's a video game movie, but it's not about any particular video game, but it's just like, You know how like Scott Pilgrim was a quote unquote video game movie, and only because that's how they presented it. And yeah, I found out later that I didn't know like anything about the original short on like Adult Swim in the comic that Brian Lee O'Malley made. But there's actually no video game stuff in it at all. That's just the way they directed the movie to be like. So that surprised me. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why I dislike the way the references were in Rescue Rangers, but I was okay with it in, you know, they were just better references too. The beats of the movie are fine, and they actually work well with itself. Both movies have Sonic, and I'm almost convinced that like on top of Wreck-It Ralph 1, 2, and then the Rescue Rangers movie, they all seem to have Sonic in it in some capacity. I'm just like, does Disney just want to use Sonic? It'd be cool if they made the Sonic movies instead of having them be like live action stupid crap. Cyber Yogg. I can make a Cyber Yogg and get rid of that thing. Yay. But yeah, Wreck-It Ralph 1 holds up. It's just a solid movie. Just everything around it is like really good. The opening, the intro of the movie is different as well. It has like the Walt Disney Animation Studios like 8-bit version. The credit sequence is good. What else? Yeah, I actually thought that the real cabinets they made to promote the movie they had at Disneyland were really cool. The Fix-It Felix machines. I don't know how much those run. Those are probably like really rare and expensive now, since I don't know if they have that arcade by where Space Mountain is anymore. I haven't been to Disneyland in fucking years, but I liked all the things that went into it and what came out of it. Except for the sequel. Good lord. So you know how Wreck-It Ralph 1 had a bunch of video game references because it was a video game movie about video game characters in a video game world. Wreck-It Ralph 2 it's not a video game movie. It's about video game characters in a not video game. They're just in like a giant advertisement. And gosh, it betrays the characters of Ralph and Penelope a lot. It definitely feels like if Disney was still churning out those direct-to-DVD sequels, Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet would have been one of those movies. But it was a theatrical release. Like I don't know, maybe they were really serious about this sequel. But gosh, the plot is kind of stupid. The beats of the movie are dumb. I think I talked about this a long time ago. Yeah, Tron is in there. But like dreams are different from programs. Like he was rewritten. He was edited. He actually did fuck with his memory. He's not just confused, Sora. Come on. He can't just remember. They're all programs, dude. Come on. You know that. He's doing the thing he does in the movie where he pulls out both his discs and he does a flip. So yeah, Wreck-It Ralph 2 does not hold up. I rolled my eyes at a lot of the things. They try to poke fun at like internet humor, I guess, but like it's just like that movie came much too late. Like, okay, Wreck-It Ralph 1 came out in like 2013. And then what, 6-7 years later, Wreck-It Ralph 2 comes out in 2018. It's just a lot of the internet humor is just kind of outdated. It starts doing like the goat meme. I think there was a promo for something else, but there was they have Wreck-It Ralph do a Rickroll meme. because he's trying to get popular on the internet so he can get Penelope's console fixed because the wheel is broken. It's a very weak driving force for why they have to go to the internet. It can't just be like they want to go to see what the internet games are like, the Wi-Fi games are like. I would much rather it be like they both want to go to a different game on the internet and explore that. And they kind of do, but Ralph is like, we need to leave because this game is too cool for you. And I know you really like this world, but I want you to stay here because I'm being selfish in this movie for some reason. Also, the way they show them being friends is... It's portrayed a little bit, because like I said, I thought it was weird at first, but now I understand it, that they had a parent-child dynamic, kind of. But when that changed in my mindset, I was like, okay, they're just equals. They're just, they're kind of like colleagues. They're in the video game zone. So I started to see them as equals. But then he starts, like, in this movie, he gets really, like, possessive and clingy. And it's a little bit out of character for Ralph, because, like, he could handle being alone, because he was before. And then they go back to their own games, and they're fine with being separate from each other because they know it's not going to be forever. And it changes here because, like, Penelope wants to go to the online racing game, which is just like Grand Theft Auto Splatterhouse. It's a fun homage to like Wi-Fi games, or not Wi-Fi games, but just like online Fortnite kind of games, and they play with like how the characters move and talk to each other, and like the way they animate them. It's fine. I like that visual, but they spend a lot of time just running around like the internet part, where it's just a gigantic ad, and it reminds everybody of what's it called, the Emoji Movie, or it's just they go into the space, they see just a bunch of brand names everywhere. Some of them they obviously couldn't get the right to or permission to use, so it's just using made up names, like, oh, instead of YouTube it's like View Space or some bullshit. But they got like Amazon, Yahoo, Google, all these other names in there. And they couldn't, I don't think they could get eBay, or maybe they did get eBay. But yeah, eBay is a large part of the movie because that's where they try to buy Vanellope's part. It's like, god damn it, dude. Oh, he's combat 13 because Sora is number 13 and Roxas is number 13, and there's 7 hearts and 13 darknesses, and he's the 13th DLC in the Smash Ultimate, and 13 and 13. You know, Elon Musk really likes the letter X. Nomura really likes the number 13. Food for thought. But yeah, they go to the Disney zone, and it's just a gigantic advertisement for Disney. They try to have a sad scene where Ralph is trying to get popular on the internet, but then he goes to look at the comments, and the comments are just so mean and hurtful and so savage, and they say Ralph is stinky. It's just like, what is this? This is so dumb. Yeah, like the internet, people on the internet are like kind of assholes, but this is not a cool message for the movie about video game characters. It's just, this is like, take out Ralph and Vanellope, and it's like an internet movie. It's a movie about the internet. It's not about video game characters at all. And that's why it's a bad sequel. Okay, this fight is actually kind of hard on harder difficulties. Shocker, I know, but it was hard on the OG, because just you need to focus on using counter if you want to survive. All right. And this is actually one of the cooler boss fights in this game. It's because he's not just like, you're not just fighting a Dream Eater instead of fighting Rinzo. You actually fight a character boss. I like it when there's character bosses. Those are fine. But I also like new enemy type bosses too. I like a balance of both. Kingdom Hearts 3 had a good balance of both. All right. Do. A special guest Daft Punk. So he doesn't have the attack version of that. God damn it. Like, you have to use counter if you want to, like, make it through this fight. That was a generous counter. I don't know if you can counter that. Okay. So I guess I'm protected from critical hits. Wait, let's use Whirling Bronco. I'm not even... Okay. Waha! Waha! You don't get to lock on when you're using a guy. Okay, need to focus on countering. Hit me, baby, one more time. Ah, shit, he got me. When he gets behind you, it's kind of weird. Oh, he's like doing flips and shit. I don't... Oh. And he can also do this and flip your screen. Oh. I used to think that attack was like impossible to dodge. But... Oh, come on. And I don't want to even bother like trying to move around because this shit disorients me to hell. Or this disorients me a lot. So I don't... I'm just gonna wait until he switches the fucking zone back together. Alright. Now, okay, we can do... Whoa! That's the attack I was worried about. Alright. Go, my balloons! Wow, that is really the best attack. What's weird is that the third level, Balloon Zav or Balloon Ra, it's not good because instead of homing in on them, it's a giant, slow-moving balloon that doesn't home in on them. Whoa, that is weird. I don't know how to explain that. The Kingdom Hearts 2 Tron Sora flashed for like a split second, which somehow means he can bring back some of the memory into Rinsler. I guess. I don't know. Look at my real face. Drawn. Sora, watch out! Oh wait. Boo! Tron, you have like all the time in the world to not fall down, and then you fall. But yeah, I noticed they're trying to hide his face. Even because I forgot to say, even in Tron Legacy, there's a flashback of Clue, Flynn, the dad, and Tron. They're like talking, but Tron's all the way in the back, but you can see like the letter T on his chest, just so that you know that it's him. But they blur his face. Like, I don't know why they don't want to show Tron's face, but yet they just want to keep him around as a character. So weird.
So do you. Power to make me see it.
So, does that mean we're...
Does this mean I get a kiss now? Ew, girls are icky. I like boys because my name's Sora. Yeah, and then Kingdom Hearts 4, Sora and Riku finally give each other a good Christian side hug. I gotta be like Tron. I gotta purge all those Christian side hugging thoughts out of my brain and embrace the gay. It's in my code. I don't know what this bit is. The bit is... It's Pride Month, y'all. Even though it's August. You know what? Every month is Pride Month. If you think about it. Because... I'm proud to be an Illyrian. Or at least I know I'm Slee. I'm just making up words. Words are not funny. You can't just say things. I'm proud to be a Galarian, or at least I know I'm in British Town Central Zone.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll give the castle grounds a sweep.
Okay.
If they were back, we would have found them by now.
Huh, I didn't get it memorized. Maybe I should memorize it. I'll create a memo for my memorization. Why don't we play a game of memory? I'm really good at Simon Says, because I memorize all the buttons.
They should return to the place
Beep.
where it happened.
Oh, I got it memorized. Boop. Beep boop. I got it memorized. Beep boop.
Which is made for them in the realm between. A world called Traverse Town. They would be sent there.
Wait, they didn't know about Traverse Town?
No, look. Okay. The fact is, we're here. We've been recompleted, right? So they should be here too. Plain and simple.
I agree, it is strange.
What a drag. Could they not have been recompleted at all?
Yeah, I guess this explains why some of the characters like Zigbar, Larxene, Marluxia, like none of them came back. I guess they were like too far into being Xehanort to just come back to where these guys were.
Get stuck with the icky jobs.
The DTD. See, you know, Tron plays a pretty significant role in Kingdom Hearts, but they kind of stop with that.